Welcome to another episode of PC Building Simulator. Hope everyone's having a wonderful Saturday. Let's hop into our email and see what we have going on for today. Oh, this email here looks like it needs to be done for tomorrow, so let's make sure we do that one. But let's start with this one here first. It says, hello, I need a new computer if you're available. I'm a pretty hardcore gamer, lol, so I need it to benchmark at least a 7778. I've got to have it in 9 days. Dual GPUs for this, please. My brother has MSI in his PC. He says they're the best. I know used parts can be cheaper, but I'd like new ones, please. So let's go ahead and accept that one. $3,000 to build a PC with a 3D Mark score of 7778. I think that's easily doable. This next email says, the rain came down in sheets as I hauled the metal case up and out of the rushing river. It was riddled with holes and brown water tumbled out in bubbling cascades. I sighed. It was definitely Sam's gaming rig. Going by the holes, I reckoned it'd been stabbed with a small blade, shot again, and then dumped in the river. One thing was for sure, this was no accident. Figured there might still be some evidence on the hard drive, but without the rest of the computer, it was about as useful as a feather duster in a gunfight. If I was going to get to the bottom of this, I was gonna have to send the whole machine off for repairs. So, diagnose and fix. I'm interested if it actually has bullet holes in the case or not. I guess we'll find out, but let's accept that one. And let's go up here to this one that is due tomorrow. It says, do you work with computers? I think something is broken. Can you help me? I have no idea what's wrong. It just went pop. I promise I didn't do anything. I'd like it to be done by tomorrow. Do you like cable modding? I saw some great plastic lime green ones the other day. Don't try and pass off any used parts. I want all new stuff. So diagnose and fix by tomorrow. So let's go ahead and accept that one. So hopefully I'll remember to put the green or the plastic lime green cables in his build. So for this build, I need to step away for just a moment, get a build put together, and be right back. So for this first build, well, not the first build, the only build, because the other two things we're doing are repairs. For this build, I'm going to go with a MSI Z370 Gaming Pro Carbon, an 8700K, an NZXT Kraken X7 II, 4 sticks of Corsair Vengeance Pro RGB. It's a white, 8 gig, 3200 megahertz, 2 MSI GTX 1070 Ti Titaniums, a Silverstone 520 watt power supply, an ADATA M.2, I believe it was 480 gigs, and we're going to put that in the InWin 303 MSI Dragon Edition, because he says he likes MSI. So let's go ahead and order all of this for next day delivery. Let's go end our day. We'll get in our parts and our repairs, and we can get to work. Okay. Must have gotten in some stuff I ordered off of PC Bay. Let's get these on benches, as well as our case for the build. We'll put that over here. Let's go ahead and get his sticky note on the desk. Let's start with this one. Let's go ahead and pull it apart. See if it powers on. Nothing. Well, let's check the power supply first. So let's just unhook all these wires. We can pull this power supply out. Let's take a look. Doesn't look like it's a power supply issue. Let's go ahead and pop that back in. Let's get, where is the cable for that? There it is. Let's get the CPU cooler out of the way. Don't think it's a CPU issue. It's probably a motherboard issue. Let's go ahead and get stuff out of our way. We can start getting ready to pull the motherboard out. get this RAM. Doesn't look like the best way to install RAM. It's probably only running in single channel. Okay. Let's see what's broken here. Let's see, there's CPU. It looks good. Cooler. Motherboard is broken. Let's check graphics cards while we're at it. Looks like they've also got a broken 1070 Ti. So let's get them a motherboard and a 1070 Ti. So the motherboard is the Gigabyte. So it's GA, oops, GA AX K7, that one there. And the graphics card was a MSI 1070 Ti. So let's add that. And then let's check this PC before we make our order. Let's see, no power for this one either. Let's check the power supply first. Let's see. Power supply looks good, so it's probably going to be another motherboard issue. Let's go ahead and unplug everything. Two different graphics cards in there. Get the cooler off. Get the RAM and CPU out of here. And now we can pull this motherboard. And let's take a look. Another broken motherboard. Let's check their graphics cards. Interesting mix of graphics cards, but neither one of those are broken. Let's check the CPU real quick. Looks good. So I think it's just a motherboard. So we will get another EVGA Z270, excuse me, classified. So let's order one of those. Let's do same day delivery. We will start with this one. Let's go ahead and get the motherboard installed. Let's get rid of the broken ones. Let our auto standoff tool screw those standoffs in for us. I'm going to install their RAM a little different than it was previously installed. But let's go ahead and get the CPU and RAM installed. And the memory. Get that in there. Let's go ahead and get thermal paste. And we'll get the CPU cooler installed. Let's go to graphics cards next here. Let's sell off that broken one. And let's get the two 1070 Ti's installed here in the case. Was this the one that wanted green cables? No, it's this one. I don't remember what color cable this had. I think it was just black or gray. So we will just do the standard cable color. Get everything cabled up. Let's see if this boots. Let's hop into the BIOS real quick. Make sure their XMP is turned on. And we'll let this thing restart. I think we're good to go. Let's get the case put back together. Get the side panel on here. Let's get PCI lock back on. And this top panel. Alright. Let's get this out in the hallway. And let's get to work on this one. Let's get the new motherboard installed. That auto standoff tool is great. Let's get their CPU in there. And we'll get the RAM. Let's get some thermal paste on there. And we'll go ahead and put the cooler on. Okay, let's get their graphics cards. I don't remember which one was on top. That SLI bridge looks kind of wimpy. Alright, let's cable this up. They wanted lime green. Plain green. I don't know that I have lime green. It just says plain green. Let's go look over here and see if we need to purchase cables. Duo. Ribbon braided. Just do a search. Ribbon, plastic, plain lime. Just go ahead and buy it. We'll do same day delivery. And we should be able to cable now with the lime green. Wherever it is, here we go. It's very lime green. Get everything cabled up. I think that's all of it. Let's power this on, make sure it works. We will hop into the BIOS. Turn on the XMP. And we'll make sure it boots into the operating system. No OS found. How was this booting before? I didn't see any other storage options. Yeah, there's only the one boot drive. Huh. Oh, let's get a USB on there. I'll go ahead and apply those changes and restart. I don't remember them having... Oh, nope, they did. They had an M.2. Let's just power that down right in the middle. Right in the middle of the install. Let's see. Oh. It's still gonna make the noise, though. Let's get their M.2 drive in here. That was weird. I shut it down. It still made the restarting sound. So we'll hop into the BIOS again. We'll make sure that this is going to boot from the M.2 drive. There we go. Now we should be good. There it is. What's going on here? Like something over top of... What? Permission denied. I don't know what that's supposed to be. Let's just get this case put back together. We can get it out in the hallway and be done with it, and he can deal with his strange files. Alright, let's work on our build. Let's get this case taken apart. Let's get our motherboard installed. The Z370 Gaming Pro Carbon. And let's get it ready for the RAM and the CPU. Getting the 8700K. And 4 sticks of this Corsair Vengeance in white. Go ahead and thermal paste. And we can get our cooler on, which is the Kraken X72, which fits really nicely in this case up here at the top. Get stuff out of our way. We've got 2 graphics cards going in, as well as we need to get their M.2 drive installed. We've got 2 1070 Ti titanium going in. Let's get the power supply installed. It's the Silverstone. And we should be ready to cable this up. Let's go with... There's going to be some red in here, so maybe we'll do some red. Actually, there isn't red. Let's do white. White case. Oh, not gray. White. There we go. I like these loose white cables. Let's go ahead and get a USB drive in. Power this up. Hop into our BIOS. XMP. And then we're going to have to run a 3D Mark test. So let's go ahead and put 3D Mark on there. And I'm going to put this lighting app on as well. Because I'm not liking all this different colors. We've got a bunch of white. So we're going to change everything to be white. What can I not select? What's going on here? There we go. Everything should be white now. Very nice. And before I run this 3D Mark test, I'm going to go ahead and put this case back together because when I put the front panel on, it always resets it and makes me have to run another 3D Mark test. So we'll just keep that from happening this time. I'm going to get 3D Mark up and running, and as soon as it's done and I have a score, I will come right back. All right, so there it is, 11,267. Definitely beat the 7778 that they were requesting. Let's close that out. Take a look at this. The white looks really nice. Let's get this thing put out here in the hallway. And we will collect some money. So let's collect that one. And this one, which I was a little disappointed did not have bullet holes or stab wounds in the case. And this one. Looks like we've unlocked some new parts. Some more RAM. Another Vega 64. Some daily deals. And some more emails, which we will get to in the next episode. If you enjoyed this episode, please be sure to give it a thumbs up. And if you haven't done so already, hit that subscribe button. I hope you have a wonderful weekend, and I will see you in the next episode.